Hi, Bill McGuire here from Tutor One again. Today we're going to deal with two programs called Twiddla and Scriblink. Twiddla and Scriblink are whiteboard programs. Go down to Start, open up your web browser. I'm going to open up Chrome this time. Takes a minute to get up there. I'm going to left click on the top of the bar so I can move it around, move it up to the top. Or I could just click on the box in the middle. I'm going to go up to the address bar. I'm going to left click on it. Then I'm going to enter Scriblink.com. Scriblink is a whiteboard program. A whiteboard program is a program that I can draw on. That's handy if I want to entertain myself. But more importantly, I can communicate instantly with other people. So, for example, if I want to do a lesson with you, I would simply move my cursor over to where it says Get URL. I could copy that URL and send it to you by email. Or more simply, I could simply go to email. I could left click on email. I could enter your email, and Scriblink will send you an invitation to your email inbox. You would open up your message, click on it, and then we'd both be together on the same whiteboard. And I could write on it, and so could you. And if you didn't like that color ink, you could change the colors of ink. As you can see, my handwriting leaves a lot to be desired. If that seems a little too thin, I can go up to the size up at the top. I can move this little bar back and forth. I can leave it like that. That's a little bit thicker. There we go. 3 plus 4 equals 7. Clear. I guess I could do something like that, make it really wide. And if I wanted to change the color, I'm going to change my pen down to a smaller size again. And change the color of my board. Oh, that's pretty bright. All sorts of things I can do. So now I've got red ink, green board, and I've got color. If I want a box, I want a line. I want to divide the box into pieces. I want to turn it back into a pen. I go up to the top of the pen, click on the pen. There's my pen. And let's just circle the whole thing. I went up, I clicked on a circle, and there it is. I'm still in circle mode over here. Little circle is up by my pen. You can see it's a circle. I click on the pencil. I'm back to a pencil. Now I can clear the whole thing. I can undo individual by hitting this clear. Everything would disappear. I can undo something individual. So if I click on this, that circle will disappear. There we go. Oops, I didn't get my circle so good that time. Or I can use the eraser to erase individual things. Again, this might be something where I want to make a tiny little change. So I put my cursor on top of the eraser, press down. I make the size fairly small, and I can just scribble out the top there without interfering with too much. Or I can make it a lot bigger if I want to do things faster. But I'm going to clear the whole thing. Change the color of my whiteboard back to white by clicking up on Board, White. Change my marker to blue. My size down to small, my pen to a pen. And we're ready to go again. Now how do you write on the whiteboard? Well, you simply write by moving your mouse around. That's a little bit awkward though. I'm not that coordinated myself, so I have difficulty manipulating a mouse if I want to do something really fine. This isn't really fine, but it's small enough. It's pretty hard to do with your mouse. So what we do is we have what's called a graphics tablet. This is something you would need to purchase. I strongly recommend, I don't get paid for this, I just think it's the best product. I strongly recommend something called the Wacom Bamboo. They make a variety of products that run anywhere from about $50 or $60 up to thousands of dollars. They're extremely high quality, they work really well. Even the bottom of the line stuff is extremely high quality and works very well. So this is a picture of the Wacom Bamboo. You use a USB hookup, just a little thing that plugs into probably the front of your computer or possibly the back, depending on where you want to plug it in. And now you've got this tablet that you can use this pen to write on. And obviously you can write a lot finer than you can with your mouse. It's useful for Photoshop. It's useful for just about any graphics program. Scriblink is another example. If you live in Canada, one of the best places to get it is a site called Direct Canada. They ship out, their shipping is very inexpensive. They ship out quickly, and the price is one of the best prices you'll find. They sell this Wacom Bamboo graphics tablet for $56.51 plus tax and shipping. And shipping's about $10 in Canada. Some places like Staples, for example, sell this for $80 to $120. So significant savings if you want to buy from this retailer, which is based in Vancouver. Enough about that. Let's go back to Scriblink here. Okay, so that's Scriblink's sort of fun. You can play with it. We can do math on it. We can do English. We can upload a graph. Now I just hit this little crosshatch thing up in the corner and you can't really see anything. So let's change the color of the board. Let's change it to black. Now we can see the crosshatch. If I want to work with graphs, I can draw a graph there. If I don't like the thickness of the line, I can thicken that up a little bit. Draw a copy of the graph like that. And I can label my graph. Not a very straight line through my points, but there you go. Pretty handy. And if I don't like the black, I can change the board color. Oh, that doesn't work very well because I no contrast. I can change the board color to what I want. Finally, if I've drawn a graph and I don't want the cross-hatching, I get rid of the cross-hatching and there's my graphs still there. Very handy, fun to use. You can use it you can upload pictures onto it and mark on the pictures. I'm not going to do that right now. One of the problems with Scriblink is it tends to use a fair amount of your rapid access memory. So if your computer is a little bit challenged in that area because it's an older computer, Scriblink may not load properly. So for that, there's another program that I'll talk about in a minute called Twiddla. The huge advantage of Scriblink over Twiddla is when you're on a whiteboard with me, or you're on a whiteboard with a friend or somebody, when I write on this, the other person sees it almost instantly. It works almost in real time, which is important if you're going over a math problem or details. It might not be that important if you've got lots of time and you're content to wait a second or two for stuff to come through. Let's go to Twiddle. So as a free whiteboard, Scriblink is excellent. Not full-featured, but it works very well for a lot of purposes. There we go. Twiddla. I'm going to just get rid of that. So if I just open up my browser, enter www.twiddla.com, this is what I'd see. My computer. There's the home page. It says, go start a new meeting. This is a free program. It's web-based, just like Scriblink. Big advantage there, I don't have to download anything. I can just put the address into my address bar, and Scriblink's ready to go, or Twiddla's ready to go. So I'm going to go down to go here, start a new meeting, go. There it is, there's Twiddla. Again, like Scriblink, I can easily connect you up with my whiteboard by giving you that address there. And you just type it into your browser. Now two of us are communicating even though we're in different cities or different towns. Or I can hit invite, put in your email address, just hit send invites, and that's done. Then we're on the same board together. A few different things on Twiddla. Your line size. First of all, you use your icon to get your pen. So your line size is determined by these dots up at the top. There's a small line size, there's the big line size, and there's the in-between line size. Drawing options, color, now I've got a different color there. Clearing options, I can clear markup, that clears the whole canvas. What's convenient about this, and you can do this on Scriblink as well, what's convenient about this is I can upload, if you really go down to the bottom, it says images, documents, email, widgets, mathematical formulas. I can click on images. Okay, I can use any of these widgets here. I can move them around the screen just by putting my mouse on them or my little pen on them and moving them around. So you might want to use those. The other thing I can do is I can go to Documents. I can choose a file. I can click on Choose File. That'll give me access to my PC-based computer, so I can go to my desktop. I can go back to my pictures by going to my documents and my pictures. And camping again, for example. I can open that. And I can upload a picture. And it takes some time to do this. And once it's up, however, I can mark up the picture. The problem with Twiddla is that when I mark something here, there'll be a delay of about 1.5 to 2 seconds before you see it on your computer. It may not be a big deal, but it can be a bit of an annoyance sometimes. Okay, I'm going to clear that. Really clear the canvas? Sure. Okay, so there's 2 free, safe whiteboard programs you can use to communicate with friends. Anywhere around the world, actually. And you can also use it to have a math lesson or a physics lesson or a chemistry lesson. So this is Bill McGuire from Tutor One, and we'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.